Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Awa. That's my stage name. So, yesterday, a young woman got in my comment section and she said, how do you, like, she was trying to say, how do you condemn a teen mother when it's supposed to be her parents that's supposed to guide her? And also, you got to remember, she was young when she had this child. So, yes, she's going to dress provocative, right? So, now this is my answer to her. Thank you for the comment, my dear. But let me break it down for you. If the father is not in the home, right? This is where you usually get teen mothers from. I know some of y'all don't want to believe it, but it's true. If the father is not governing over the children, this is where a lot of nonsense happens. And I want to open this up too. I want to share this with y'all too. If the father is in the home, okay, and the father is weak, the child will still mess up, okay? If the father has no say so in the house and the mother does everything, she governs over everything, and whatever the father says, it doesn't go, the child will still do foolery because the mama is governing. Now, this is not in every case. Sometimes some mothers are forced to be reckoned with, and you can't do much. But the child will still be sneaky because the daddy is not paying attention and the daddy is weak. Okay? This happens a lot in our community. Okay? It does. Now, maybe it happens in other people community, other races, maybe so. But I don't know about other races. I only know about mine. So that's why I only speak on mine. Okay? So what I'm saying is more than what people really realize, right? Um and I know it hurts for me to say this, but the daddy is needed. See, nobody wants to believe that, but he is needed. This is why we have so much drama going on in our community, because the daddy is not there. Okay? Or if the daddy is there, he is weak. I remember one woman wrote on my comments, a couple months back, she said my father was there. Um, and I still had like a messed up life. And I'm gonna share something with you. More than likely the father was weak, or more than likely he was on drugs. Yeah. Because sometimes men that are on drugs, they just worried about that next fix. They not worried about the family. Then you got some that is like that business junkie. He's a business junkie. So he occasionally gets high, but he still take care home. Okay? That happens. That's true. Okay? And I know some of y'all like, oh yeah. Listen, I grew up. I grew up hard. I know what it is. Okay? I know the nitty-gritty. What I'm saying is, let me get back to the story at hand. What I'm saying is that when you are a teen mother and you grew up in a single parent home, it's because your mother wasn't watching you enough. She had to work. She had to take care of everything on her own, so she was doing it by herself. And then if the mother was on drugs, this adds to it. So she was working and then she was on drugs too. So she didn't have time to pay attention to you. So you were able to run the streets and be with kids that was doing foolery and you copy them. Yeah, it's true, baby. I know some of y'all don't like what I say, but what I say is facts. And I don't have no stats behind it, baby. I lived it. I seen a lot of kids my age back in the day that they did foolery because the mama was never home. They even had people in their house, the mama wasn't home, and they did nonsense. And then when these young girls got pregnant, the mama's like, how? How is this happening? But it was because the mama was never home. And nobody wants to understand that. You know what I'm trying to say? Nobody wants to believe that. See, a lot of things that happen with children, it points back to the mother, but nobody wants to point at the mother. Nobody wants to say, "Mama, this is your fault. You got to take this accountability." Because in our community, we want to always uplift the mom. We want to always make her like gold, that she can't do no wrong. But because she doesn't want to be obedient, this is when she gets uncovered. She doesn't want to be under a man. It bothers her for you to say that. It bothers her for you to say, be obedient. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Be respectful. It bothers her because she comes from a family that they do everything by themselves. And when stuff go wrong, she doesn't even take accountability. She blames the father that he wasn't there. But this is the problem. You didn't tell the whole story. You didn't tell why he's not there. And anyway, let me share something with you. All this start with you, mama. Because you open your legs to who you decide that you want to sleep with. So this start with you. See, a lot of influencers will not tell you this. They just gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, he was this, he was that." No, ma, this start with you, because you determine who swims in your honey pot. That's the problem that nobody wants to understand. You determine who swims in your honey pot, even if you say he tricked you, he fooled you. But then y'all run around and say women are smarter than men. This cannot be if every man is fooling you and you getting pregnant. That means you not smarter than him. And y'all gotta come to that reality. You are not. Because if you keep getting pregnant and he's not staying and he's not helping you raise the child, that means you're not smart, ma. That's true. And I'm in that same category too. Because I will sit up here and say that I'm smart, but then be fooled by a baby father. Now I raised the child on my own, and which he's grown now. But the problem is I was still fooled. You see what I'm saying? Because I was hot in the pants. So I blame the parents for not governing over the child properly, and I blame the child as well. Because when you fast, right? When you a fast girl, you know you smart. You know what the heck's going on outside in the hood. Excuse me. You know who doing foolery. You understand? You know who doing foolery. You been around girls who sleep around and they got like pregnancy scares. You understand this. So it's not like you don't know. It's just that you trying to look for love in all the wrong places. That's the issue too. But I'm going to share something with you in our community. We got to learn how to vet better. We got to learn how to talk to God when it comes to an issue of being with a man and giving your honey pot to a man. We need to talk to God more. That is the key. And also, what else is the key too is that you need to learn how to be obedient to a man. Yeah. I know y'all don't like that. I know y'all don't like that word. I know it bothers you, but it's true. I'm not saying that you got to be bowing to him. I'm not saying that. Because sometimes y'all get this thing all mixed up. I'm saying that you should be obedient to your husband. See, this is where our community get messed up at, because nobody wants to take accountability. Nobody wants to listen to their husband. They want to do whatever they want to do. They want to copy their girlfriends and do the foolery that the girlfriends are doing. But back to what I was saying is that the accountability will fall on the single mother and it will fall on the teen mother. Okay? because the single mother decided to raise this baby on her own with a man that she knew was not right. And then the teen child saw all the nonsense her mama went through raising her, and yet and still she went and opened up her legs for some young man, all because he was fine. So the accountability falls on them. See, a father brings structure into a home. When the father is there and he's a force to be reckoned with, children know things that they should not do because they know they have to encounter the daddy. When the daddy is a hurricane, a tornado, honey, when he's like that, they know they're going to have some problems. So they be mindful of the boys that they mess with. They will quickly tell this boy, I can't sleep with you because my father will kill me. And I'm not talking about kill like trying to kill somebody. I'm talking about she know that you know what I'm saying, that whooping is coming. You understand? She know it's coming. So she don't want to have to encounter her father just because she wants to please this boy. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all take heed to the message. I'm going to let you go because I got to do some other things real quick this morning. And I got to post on my live and everything. But that's the message I wanted to relate to you, young woman who left me the comment. The problem lies on, the responsibility relies on the single mother, and the responsibility relies on the teen mother. And I'm going to share something with you. I don't think we should dress like this. I really don't. Even though people say, oh, you grown, you do what you want. But this is the problem. When bad things happen or you get unwanted attention. And let me share something with you. You could be regularly dressed too and get unwanted attention. You can. You can. I'm not disputing the fact, but when you dress scandalous, you leave nothing to the imagination. And whatever a man sees when he first meets you, this is what he concludes. This is what he concludes. So if you dress skank, this is what he think you is. If you dress like this is exactly what he think you are. You understand? So if you dress well and you go out on a date with this man, or either you run into the store, he sees something in you. You know what I'm saying? He sees how he can even imagine you as being a wife because he sees the way you're dressed. Listen, I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the nitty gritty, and it's up to you to listen or not. Only thing I can do is put the message out there. Now it's up to you to listen. Now if you say, oh no, she old, she don't know what she talking about, she foolish. Oh, just because she wear that head tie and those jewelries, she thinks she know everything. Baby, let me share something with you. I could take all this off and I'm still going to talk the same way because it's from my experience. Take heed to the message, everybody. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Take it easy.